Tea break. You going on holiday?
We're thinking of it.
Where are you going?
Well, I don't know. If we did go anywhere, we'd go to Greece.
Oh yeah, nice little beaches there, mate.
Yeah, they've got some great beaches.
Friendly people.
Oh, lovely people. Because my wife's half Greek. Well, her father was a Greek. And
is she Greek, or you just don't understand what she's on about?
Well, I'll never understand anything that most women. So most women could be Greek for me then.
Now, I'll tell you what I like about Greece. It's cheap to eat, and you eat well.
But it used to be.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit more expensive.
After the Olympic Games, it went up by 50%.
Yeah, I can't blame them, but you get a good deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're so laid back.
Yeah, they're really laid back about the food.
Do they have bus timetables? Or do they just wait at a bus stop till the bus arrives?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. There's nobody, you don't get people there walking up to other people, Greeks, walking up to them saying, do you know what time the next bus is? It doesn't happen there.
They say, what's time?
Yeah, the bus comes when it comes.
Yeah, that's what I like about them. I like the Greeks, but I don't like beach holidays.
No, but beached whales, English people, glistening in the sun, it's not for me. I don't get it.
Don't you ever want to just sort of creep up on them when they're asleep and rub them in with vegetable oil?
Rub them, yeah.
And just sit back and watch the fun.
Yeah. Well, I just don't understand. First of all, I cannot understand that you can fall asleep in a 35 degree
even
sun.
40 degrees, you're just like...
Yeah, blind
and then they can't open their eyes because it's all red.
Yeah.
And everything's... And they see these British guys giving off light in bars at night. And they're like, they're as red as a tomato. Yeah. And they've got white rings here where they've been asleep.
Yeah.
And all... It's horrible. Why do they do it?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter how much gunge you could rub on your skin. There's no amount of gunge that can stop the sun going through to that English skin and not decolouring it.
There's always a way to know what you're supposed to be doing. If you're on a beach in the day and there's nobody else on that beach from that country, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because the Greeks just go home and go fucking lying on the beach.
Understanding, nobody in Spain that goes to the beach between 12 and 4.
Why would you?
Because it's too hot.
I had blisters on my feet once, walking across. I thought, I'd be romantic.
Yeah.
Go for a walk across the beach.
In slow motion.
It's like walking across hot coals.
Oh, it's terrible.
But you see these people and I just can't stand sand.
No, I don't mind sand, but it's great for building with.
Yeah, or rubbing something down.
But to go and lie in it. I mean, you open your towel, but as soon as you've opened your towel,
it's full of
sand on it.
Yeah.
So you rub yourself in with all these oils, and you go lie down in a bucket of sand, basically.
Yeah.
So you're pebble dashed when you stand up.
It's like, when you get a chicken, a bit of chicken, and you breadcrumb it.
Yeah, that's just...
It's the same. It's like being breadcrumbed.
Breadcrumbed with sand, yeah, that's
you see, it's like, and it's everywhere you're going to it's between your toes.
Yeah.
Right, it gets between your toes.
You put your flip-flops on, and you've got this sand rubbing it. I can't wear flip-flops on the beach.
So how do you get from your place on the beach to on the road? You see everybody sitting on these little walls trying to get all the sand off, which is glued with this sun cream.
Yeah. And I think that's why all the showers in the hotels must be clogged up.
Yeah.
Because half of it, it's all sand.
It's just sand.
They must have special filter systems in hotels to remove the sand. Can you imagine how much sand comes off you?
Yeah.
But there's not enough showers on the beach to remove all that.
No, but I didn't even like going to the beach in England. Because the temperature's less, so you could take your cool box with you.
Yeah.
And you could have your food ready. But the moment you get a sandwich, you're eating sand.
You're eating sand. Yeah,
I don't understand why they call it sandwich.
That's probably.
Yeah. But you're eating sand.
Yeah.
And it gets between your teeth. So there's no fun to any of this shit.
No. And also, I mean, if you do go to in England on holiday, go to the beach on a hot day, you always want to eat your butties as soon as you got there.
Yeah, so you can get that out of the way.
Yeah, because it's soggy.
Yeah.
Even if you get an hour and they've been in a box, in a freeze box, they tend to go soggy.
Yeah.
And what you do, everybody makes salad butties because it's nice and fresh. Then where you go, you bite into a salad butty, the skin round the tomato.
That's all wet.
It's all wet, but as soon as you bite into it, everything gets ripped out with the tomato. All the innards of the sandwich are all over your shorts.
So then you got your flies again.
And you got your flies again.
All over you.
And you got 2 pieces of that sandwich bread that they eat in England with nothing in between it, and everything's on the floor. And that's where the seagulls attack you.
Oh. Don't mention...
Because you're covered in the insides of a sandwich.
But I love watching our countrymen and women abroad.
Yeah.
You know, the British people abroad. I mean, the majority are okay, but some of them, you know what I mean, the white van men who are on holiday, you know, they just look through the menu.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that?
Yeah, where's the chips?
Yeah, and because they look for photos. You look at the photos. Well, there's always photos.
That's where it started. That they had to have photos for English people. They didn't need many photos because they only eat exactly the same things every day.
Eggs, beans, and chips, and a sausage.
Yeah, you know,
and bacon.
You know, they put 3 different menus on. They put a 3-course, a 4-course, and a 5-course, but they're all the same menus with chips, eggs, and beans. But they write it all in a different order, and they think it's a different meal.
Yeah, and they get the waiter and they say, "Excuse me, mate, 3 English breakfasts."
Yeah, and give us a bottle of your best wine.
Yeah. And that television in there, can you get EastEnders on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what they're really trying to do is just recreate England in Spain.
Well, they're just not comfortable with anything that they've never seen before. It's like, it's an island, isn't it? You know, they're an island race. You see them, but you know, we come from Britain.
Yeah.
But we've lived abroad long enough to know that you don't have to be an island race. You could be civilised.
Yeah.
You can go abroad. For us now, England is abroad. We can go to England and be quite civilised.
Yeah.
You know, and don't ask for...
But they seem to laugh, even on the BBC radio, even on Radio 4, it's like they laughingly talk about Dutch, Germans, French, Spanish, as if they're a lesser people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't actually eat anything in Germany, did you? I'm thinking... They was talking about this on some programme. They're going on about how fat the Germans are, and I was going, no, they're not.
There is more. Britain has got the biggest obesity problem in Europe.
Oh God, I don't know what's going on.
But what do you expect? You know.
Oh, he's got his phone. He's an influencer.
Hey, Max. Oké. Jonas komt eten of niet? Ja, ik kan even goed komen eten. Hè. Alright, okay then. Okay, Max, tada.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah, she was going to come to eat tonight, and I'm giving my son-in-law driving lessons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How's that working out? No, I'm going to talk about that with recording.
Yeah.
No, but
right.
Holidays.
Yeah. What we were talking about food and stuff like that, but you know, it's really strange. Britain is an island. It's been invaded in 1066. The last time we were invaded was invaded by a Norman, a Frenchman, and they had a chance then to improve everything culinary in England, but they fought against it all these years.
Yeah.
They still want the crap.
They took some of the names.
Yeah.
Like for some food and that, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I mean, they've also colonised half the world.
Yeah.
And that half of the world has come to live in England now, so you would think they'd...
Yeah, well, thank heavens for the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
Improving British food.
Oh, yeah.
But under the English, the white van man, it is so strange. After centuries, we've had 40 years of being in Europe. They've invaded half the world. They were invaded by the Normans in 1066.
They still just want egg, chips and beans.
The height of culinary passion is a bacon butty.
Yeah.
It's just...
And it's that macho that hangs on to that which pisses me off. Because you're like, to be a real man, what are you eating a salad for? Have some bacon sandwich. And it's sort of like white bread.
And fingerprint stuff.
You could actually hear their heart crying for help. Yeah. Help me! I'm dying! You know, and it's like, you got these blue veins on their faces, and you go, oh, fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
Come to Spain, don't want that fucking shit.
But you do see some incredibly unhealthy people on holiday in British people on holiday and not just the elderly people, the fat, but the younger people. They're all eating fast food. They don't want anything Spanish.
Oh no!
It's got to be a burger.
Yeah.
A burger and beer.
Where does that come from?
Don't know. It must
Americans do that as well, though.
Well, the food habits in Britain must be so bad if the only thing you can eat abroad.
I know, but the middle class in England has sort of picked up their weight a little bit in the food. You know.
Yeah, but I think things seem to have improved. There's so many good cooked prawns.
You can buy anything you like.
Yeah, I can buy everything.
It's not like they haven't got the products.
No, but you see some of these television programs where how you can save money by cooking proper food.
But they still kicking fish fingers and peas.
Yeah, give it to the kids. Or give the kids a nice meal.
Mashed potato, peas,
mashed
and fish
potato
fingers.
out of a packet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking fish fingers.
Yeah, and then they're taking that effigy abroad. And they want exactly the same sort of things abroad, but they can't get it. But there's so much good food in other countries.
Where was your worst holiday ever?
Ooh, I've been to some bad places, but I honestly don't think I've ever had a really bad holiday. I've had some bad...
Or the bad place to stay.
Oh yeah, I've had some crappy hotels in because I've spent a lot of time travelling around England.
Oh yeah. No, but a holiday.
A holiday. Oof.
My worst was in Normandy. France.
In Normandy.
Nothing to do with the French.
Yeah.
It was we're going to rent a small house from this Dutch couple who have rebuilt this chateau and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And when we got there, and they said, the house, like on the photos, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
But it's not finished. Yeah. I said, well, where are we going to live then? Well, we wanted to go back to Holland for 3 weeks anyway. So you take the main house. And then they went. They just fucked off. And I thought, well, that's okay. I hope it's theirs, you know. And they went. And then we went to the big house. We're still unloading the suitcases. And it was a shithole. It was like, how do you actually live like this? I mean, you got bags of cement in the kitchen and all that. I mean, don't start renting out stuff until you get it finished. So probably they just rent it out and fucked off. So they got some money. They probably got in over their neck trying to... And it was horrible. Oh, they said there's a swimming pool. I was looking for the swimming pool for 2 days, didn't find it. And then I realised it was this little sort of frog pool thing. It was all water lilies and everything.
It was one of those...
it's not a swimming pool.
No, it's a pond. A swimming
you
pond.
You could stand in the slimy...
stagnant water. And croak along with the frogs.
It was horrible. We spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks there in Normandy.
We once went to... to get to Kefalonia in Greece on the island. We flew to Corfu, and we had to spend I think 2 nights in Corfu, and we didn't have a hotel. I think our flight got diverted. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we went into this really huge place on the coast. It was all full of these chalets and hotels, and it was like a big campus for English people mainly, and you know what Corfu's like.
Yeah.
You don't go there. You just stay away like the plague.
If you can.
And they said, it was full, but they might have a cottage that they could to open up for us.
Yeah.
You know, it looked all right from a distance. And they opened up this cottage for us. They opened it up. As soon as it opened up, it was like something from the Exorcist. It was like when you open the door and you get flies and everything.
Bats coming out at you, yeah.
We ended up sleeping on one mattress on a floor with a net over us because there were so many flies, bugs and mosquitoes flying around we couldn't walk around the apartment. And it was also one of those places where everybody went to work to eat in one of these dining rooms, and it was like a football field, you know. And as soon as you know it's going to be a crap place when it's got on, you have to choose waiter of the day. Give points to the waiter.
No.
What do you like with your English breakfast?
And that's when you think, why do we go on holiday when we got everything we need at home?
Yeah, we're all right here on the continent. We don't have to travel far anyway to have something really nice.
Because in your own home, you've got everything. As long as the weather's good, you've got loads of stuff to do.
Yeah, I think, we're going to have to do that this year because we're not going abroad this year, so our beach is the garden this year. Yeah. So we'll cover ourselves in oil and roll in the glass.
I'll be calling my house an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And just every day getting in the car and drive to the Ardennes to go for a walk.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, when I was in Wales, you drive for an hour easily to get to Snowdonia or whatever for a walk, so why not? So this is our holidays.
Yeah, there's some decent places to walk everywhere around here if you look. I prefer to go away.
Flanders is a bit overcrowded.
Yeah, you can't, it's like it's been, during COVID, you say you've got to get some exercise, you go out, you step outside, you're tripping over people.
Yeah.
It's all conquering. Everybody walks on the
what we
path.
have to do is sort of conquer Luxembourg.
Yeah, and kick the Luxembourgers out.
Out,
They're a
get rid of
horrible
them.
bunch, aren't they?
No,
They're as bad as the Swiss.
Miserable bankers.
Yeah.